Alright lads, it is now that time of the month once again where I let you know what is going to be coming out on the NA version of the game, and up next we have the month of March, which is going to start out a little slow. As you can obviously see, we're going to have White Day dropping initially, which isn't the craziest event. It's probably going to drop in a couple of days after this video goes live, as it did go live a few days after we got Advanced Quest 2 over on JP, but I mean, it's kind of like a harmless event. Nothing super insane that you're going to be getting. No insane point ladder, no pseudo lotto even, like say last year's summer. It's kind of just a harmless little event to kind of follow up Valentine's Day. But then after we get done with this, the month will be looking like an absolute banger. And so we're going to talk about all that and more in today's video. But like always, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for that daily FGO content. But yeah, there's not a whole lot else for me to cover talking about with the White Day event over here, because I already did my event guide for it and I kind of broke it down just a little bit over there. The main thing to be keeping in mind is that Merlin comes back around for 2 days, so if you do want to summon for him, make sure you are being extremely proactive, because some people won't even log in during this event and they'll completely miss that this guy is going to be there. And then also Arjuna Altar comes back around. I gave a couple of my thoughts in a video a couple of days ago talking about why I thought Morgan was a little more worth going for over Arjuna Altar, but again, if you're not like as much of a Morgan fanboy as I am, or you like Arjuna Altar a little bit more, you can sub him out for Morgan. You just can't do like the immortal team comps and stuff with him, but he's still an excellent servant, especially if you need a dedicated Buster Farmer, for instance. He could be very good. Aside from that, really nothing to concern yourself with. But after this, we get the Lotto. And do you see the timing that we had on JP? This ended on the 16th, immediately went into the Lotto, and it's actually 2 weeks, which is absolutely insane. Some of you guys may still remember the Lotto we just got on NA, where they said, yeah, the 90++ event is only available for 2 days, right? Which was terrible if you really wanted to farm the Lotto, if you needed specific materials, because you could only farm the actual good nodes for 2 days. It was abysmal. And then they were also in the middle of the week during exam periods for a lot of college students. So most people couldn't even farm it anyway, because you were either in your exams or studying for your exams. So just atrociously bad. But this makes up for it. This Lotto is very, very good. As you will notice, they have a lot of good mats in here. You have bones, you have proofs, you have bullets. It's just going to be a very good Lotto. I myself feel like I don't even have enough gold apples to do this. I'm still railing from not only having to do the last Lotto for the 2 days it was available, and then also doing the raids, which pretty much brought me down to no gold apples. So I've got like 30 available. I might consider buying like, I don't know, a 20 pack just so I can, use some rainbow apples, because I am in dire need of all of these materials. But it's going to be super nice because you also have, I believe, where do they have them on here? I think they're in, yeah, here you go. You have like the challenge quest, I believe. So you can have a little bit more fun kind of going into things. I don't think they're like super insanely bad. Like none of them were like super hard when I kind of went and did these on JP, but it has been 2 years. They're just kind of fun. Sure, you can get some nice materials for doing them, but I'm assuming a lot of people are probably gonna forget to do these. But some of them drop mats. The last ones usually give you the lures and everything. Don't forget to do them. Maybe do them a little early on and try to stay a bit ahead. But I know a lot of people are gonna just want to farm the Lotto as quick and as fast as possible. But it's gonna be a good time. Your boy's gonna be streaming a lot of FGO when this is going on. And I'm not gonna go super in depth into the actual challenge quest over here, but I'll be putting out videos as I clear them, just to kind of give you guys some ideas. And if me, being the dummy that I am, can clear all of these, you, as the Gigatrad fat-brained individual, can definitely clear it. But yeah, after this, we have Advanced Quest 3. And this is what I was talking about in the video a couple days ago, with part 2 only dropping, another singular quest. Now we're starting to get where they drop 3 at a time. And this is going to be, again, something that you want to kind of stay on top of. This one is super easy. It's literally just farm a whole bunch of different dragons. None of them are like particularly strong. This is also kind of just an endurance battle, I suppose, because, Darius just summons a bunch of little skeleton guys, but nothing too particularly hard. Again, they're all Zerg, so you can kind of just mop your way through them. This one I also thought was particularly interesting, but not super, super hard. As you can see, they're kind of like swapping around their class advantage, but if you know that that's going to be a thing, you can clear it just fine. You know, of course, as always, I'll drop videos kind of just clearing through these. And again, to reiterate, if I can do it and I'm a pretty big dummy, then you can definitely get it done. So I'll drop the videos for those. But then finally in March, we're going to end off with the Road to Lost Belt 7, which I think the biggest thing is that Scotty's going to be on rate up. But man, Scotty is a really hard sell. As much as I would say I think you should try to own all of the big major supports, Scotty's really hard to go for because we just had Oberon come back. Castoria is going to be going on rate up, I think, the month after. I think she goes on rate up around April for the, what is it, the 25 million download campaign. So it's going to be really hard to justify going for Scotty over, you know, Castoria, because Castoria is not only insane for arts looping, but also I would just consider the best unit in the game still, you know, which I think is a little nuts. You know, we're in year 9 over on JP, and a year 5 servant is what I would consider to be the best servant in the game. We got to fix up this power creep a little bit. FGO, this is a little insane that a unit that old is still that crazy, but even aside from that, even if you don't want to use Caster Scotty, you could just go for Ruler Scotty during Anniversary. Double Ruler Scotty plug suiting in, say, an Oberon is generally going to be fine. You don't have to plug suit in Caster Scotty, but I still think she's nice to own. You know, I still think it's nice to have your grubby little mitts on Caster Scotty, but this is probably going to be the only thing that really comes out and affects a lot of people, unless you have like Sigurd, because he does get a buff over here. That's kind of nice. We also have, I believe, a couple of interludes that happen as well. Where is that at? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, some of their interludes, I believe, are displayed as well, which is really nice. I think this is when they start allowing everybody to... Yeah, I do think this is when we're starting to be able to do them even if you don't have the servants, which I always found is very nice, because if you didn't have someone like Brynhilder, but you really wanted to know her interlude because it involves a lot of fake prototype stuff, then I think that's very nice that even if you don't start to own these servants, you could still do their interludes, so you're not missing out on information. I mean, people like Qi Shi Huang and Moriarty have these interludes that I'm not sure if they have on NA yet. I have to double check that one, but they're kind of story relevant. You know, Moriarty's involves talking about homes. Qi Shi Huang kind of involves what could have happened in Lost Belt 3, and I think they're very interesting interludes to have, but you just don't get them if you don't own the servants. And I believe this is when they start doing that, because they start to put more story stuff in interludes, and then it's kind of unfair that you're missing out on story just because you don't own these people. But yeah, that's basically it for the month of March. Probably would have been a little bit longer if I didn't already talk about this event, but yeah, I already did an event breakdown on this, so if you want to know more about that, you just check that video out. The main thing is Lotto. Advanced Quest Part 3 is a nice little thing to do right after Lotto, and then, you know, obviously the Road to Lost Belt 7, I believe, is just kind of a nice little thing they're tacking on there. But yeah, it's going to be a pretty fun month, I believe. You know, farming a lot, not you, yeah, the real event, not this fraud event, the real event for March is going to be Battle in New York, and I'm really looking forward to it. Let me know in the comments down below how many boxes you're planning on farming. As of right now, I think I only have 30 gold apples, but I have like 50 silver. I intend on using pretty much all of them, because if I'm going to 120 Morgan, I'm going to need as many EXP cards as I can get my grubby little mitts on. But with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace, late guys.